All right, welcome in. Hi, Frasiacs. We're back. New TSFS. I'm your host, Sarah. If you are new to the show, I do a daily pop culture podcast. You can find it everywhere you get your pods, whether you listen on Spotify, on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, anywhere you listen, okay? Daily Pop Culture Pod, we cover a ton of reality TV. I'm a huge Bravo fan. I'm a huge TLC fan. And welcome in. I've been broadcasting and in the entertainment business for, what's 2007 till, almost 20 years. Does this face look 20 years old? Ugh, don't answer that. So you also may know me, longtime Washington, D.C. area. I was on the popular Kane Show, which was syndicated nationwide and on Sirius XM. And then DC's 107.3 on Sarah and Mel, and Fox 5 DC is a longtime contributor. But now I live in Los Angeles and I have my own pod that you all have made successful. So today we have a lot of tea to get into from Sister Wives, the fallout from season 19. I don't even know if I don't actually think it's even fallout. I think it's maybe all the, uber good things that have happened since season 19 ended, which was just last week. So this last night, Sunday night, was the first Sunday since essentially September. We have not had a new Sister Wives episode, okay? So a lot of big things have popped off. Fans want one of the Sister Wives on a dating show. I will also tell you, Suki, the Sister Wives host, has now reportedly landed a major new gig with TLC because she brought it so much on the Sister Wives reunion this time. On top of that, Cody Brown has been spotted in the wild doing multiple things, working out at the gym, the video you must see this week, and then also at Dallas Fort Worth Airport at a Maggiano's, where people believe he's sucking in his gut for the photo. Which I find so funny because I was just telling you guys this. I was just at Disneyland for the very first time here in LA. I've been to Disney World probably 10 years ago now. First time at Disneyland. Don't they do an amazing job? I am not even a Disney adult. I went all out. I got outfits, which you will see up on my social media. I tried the viral foods. I'm going to tell you the foods you can skip and the ones that you need to eat. Also, why do people bring babies? I saw so many babies. I swear to God, these women popped those babies out of their coochie and brought them to Disneyland. That's how magical Disney is. And can I also rant? Maybe I did something wrong, but the Lightning Pass is the biggest ripoff and bunch of bullshit you have ever paid for in your life. We got the Disneyland Lightning Passes. They don't even, by the way, they only work at certain times. And then it's but you could do a Lightning Plus for $22 and of course get on all the rides. So you're telling me I spent over $200 per ticket for a Lightning Pass, and then I've got a Lightning Lightning Premier to really get on Cars Land. And of course, I couldn't even do the rides because I'm pregnant. I'm manifesting it. I've got one more week, and then I find out if I'm pregnant with my egg donor transfer. Okay, so I couldn't do any of the rides. So I'm going to do a little Disney, what I loved and what I'm annoyed with before I do my survey. I already told you what we have to talk about with Sister Wives, and then welcome to Plathville. Welcome to Plathville, the gateway show that got me into TLC. Season 7 drops July 22nd. Olivia Plath all over social media this past weekend talking about if she's going to be on, season 7, what we can expect. So is Veronica Peters, Micah Plath's ex. And I'm going to give you some spoilers for the season, but the trailer is out. It looks so good, and it's dropping July 22nd. Okay, before we get into that, mark your calendars. This coming Wednesday, Sarper and Shekinah. Sarper and Shekinah from 90 Day Fiancé. They've been on 3 different franchises, Before the 90 Days, 90 Day Fiancé. My spidey senses say they're going to be on Last Resort season 3. They are on my pod Wednesday, answering all your questions. It's the first interview since reportedly they're already having marriage troubles. They got married 11/11. So what's November to now? 6 months, 7 months? Supposedly they're already having marriage issues. So I asked them about that. I asked them if they have a prenup. I asked Sarper about sleeping with over 2,000 women. Excuse me. Who has the time? Who has the time? But Sarper, we get deep. So it's going to be here Wednesday. Of course, always be subscribing to my podcast. But that interview is very big this week. You are not going to want to miss it. It's juicy. It'll probably go viral like my Donnie Klang went viral from Making the Band. It was the first time he spoke out about Cassie and Diddy. That's up. There's a lot of episodes that people have been searching for. Alexis Wilby, who is Todd Chrisley's ex daughter-in-law. That 2-part interview is up right now. Like if you just go to Sarah Fraser Show feed, it's there. I had actually aired that a couple Sundays ago when they were first out of jail, but for some reason it wasn't playing. Like you guys were messaging me and you're like, I can't listen to this episode. It says like unavailable. Well, Alexis Wilby, the interview, she spoke out when Todd and Julie were in jail, revealing a lot about the family. So if you missed that interview, it's up. Okay, let's talk about Sister Wives. It's one of the reasons everybody is here. And then we'll talk some Disney, and I will tell you about Welcome to Plathville, everything you need to know. So Sister Wives season 19 just wrapped up. People continue to hit me in the DMs on my YouTube comment section, on my TikTok comment section. When is season 20 coming? And are we getting a season 20? We're 100% getting a season 20. Are we getting a season 21? A season 22? I think that is to be determined. Season 20 has already been filmed now and is still filming a bit. According to my sources and according to Mary Brown, who our girl is here on TikTok, does lives fairly often with Lee, who's a content creator here. Mary's already like, yeah, season 20 is shooting. It's been shooting in Parowan. People have seen it. It's been shooting in other parts of Utah with Christine and David. So it is completely being filmed. Supposed to be in more current real time because TLC has heard of all of our cries and said, like, we cannot watch a show that's 2 years behind, okay? Y'all can't run a wedding special of Christine and David and then try to show us like a year later how they got married. We already saw it, okay? So they're trying to catch up. They are listening to fans' feedback. They're trying to catch up the show. Season 20 almost done. When is season 2020? When is season 20 dropping? September. You guys, get ready. And a lot of people are like, why are we going almost year round with Sister Wives? Because it's the biggest show on TLC. Enormous ratings. You guys, last season, 18, they saw like 2 to 3 million people tune in live. Those types of ratings do not happen anymore in reality TV. They don't. Like RHOBH doesn't get that. So this franchise is enormous for TLC. I don't know this for a fact. This is just speculation as someone who's worked in television. I have to imagine that they are trying to figure out and negotiate monster deals with these guys to at least get them to stay on maybe till like season 25. For some of us, that seems like torture. For others, it's like, you know, could there be some things happening? Cody and Robin do decide to pursue polygamy again. Mary, dates, Janelle dates, Tada Farms launches. You know, could we really get some other storylines? Could some of the kids get paid and be a part of it? Okay. Now we got a show. Gwendolyn living with Peyton. One's conservative, one's liberal. I'll let you decide which is which. Honey, we could talk about politics. We could be debating about policy in Iran. Hey now. Okay, that's a show. Can you imagine these Sister Wives kids arguing over politics and LGBTQI plus rights? Yes, I could see it. So I hear, I'm just saying, I don't know this for a fact, but if I were the producers, I would be laying down the red carpet. I would be like, Cody, Robin, get your ass out there on seekingapolygamist.com. Get your kids in the mix. Like, we want to see these religious kids get baptized, married when they 20, divorced when they 27. Yes. So I don't know. But at the same time, I think, again, this is my theory. I don't have any proof on this. I have had Mary on my show. It was almost a year ago, Mary and Jen. I think there's a shelf life. I think Mary, Christine, and Janelle are a bit done. Now, they've been on TV, when you think about it, since 2010. So 15 years. So I get like, okay, I mean, does anybody stay at a job for 15 years anymore? No. So I get that these women, it might be wearing a little thin, but girls, you are about to get a payday like you have never had. Don't you have 3 or 4 more seasons in you, biatches? We'll see. Okay, so let's talk about some of the. It's not really fallout; it's fall up from season 19. One of the first fall ups is Janelle. Fans are lobbying on my social media. Screen Rant picked up the story that they want Janelle on the Golden Bachelor. Wouldn't that? Okay, I didn't even put two and two together, but people want Janelle on Golden Bachelor, or her to be the Golden Bachelorette. What an idea. Thank you for the gifts. By the way, we're live on TikTok. We'll go to the TikTok lines. If you have any thoughts, feedback about Sister Wives, drop it in the comments. Give me 3 more minutes. We'll go to the TikTok lines. Yes, people want Janelle on a dating show, and Golden Bachelor is number 1. Can you guys? I would love to see that. I would love it. You know, she said on season 19 on the tell-all, she ain't asexual. She is not. So a lot of people want her on the Golden Bachelor or Golden Bachelorette. I couldn't be more here for it. That would be so good. Like she seems like such a sweetheart. Obviously, she's overcome, terrific grief and sadness in her life. Like she's launched businesses. How many women have been divorced from a polygamist? Not many. So there you have it. Okay, on top of that, Suki may have had the biggest come up of all since season 19. Shabuti, my guy Shabuti, who I love. If you're not following Shabuti on social media, this guy gets all the tea. I don't know who he's talking to, but I want to talk to them. I got to stay home long enough to talk to people. So God bless you, Shabuti, I don't know if you're taking any days off, but Shabuti has got the booty. Shabuti gets this tea just dropped, hot off the presses, that Suki did such an amazing job at the one-on-ones. She really held the family's feet to the fire. She made them watch clips. She didn't back down from Cody. That Suki has now become the new tell-all host for 90 Day Hunt for Love. Now, 90 Day Hunt for Love is a TLC dating show. They appear to be getting more in the dating realm. They're taking some of their former 90 Day Fiancé stars that are single, and they've put them in 90 Day Hunt for Love. It's out right now if you want to get caught up and watch it. Well, Suki, in her profile, has just added hashtag 90 Day Hunt for Love. Sean Robinson will not be in the chair for the tell-all. So, Sean hosts a lot of things. I love Sean. She's a friend of the show. She's been on the pod. But it does not appear that she is going to be the Hunt for Love host. So, Suki has updated her profile. Now, I think it's not the 90 Day Hunt for Love, but it looks like it's another 90 day dating show. So Shabuti is reporting, though, that Suki has been tapped to be this new host. Shabuti theorizes that Suki, they're going to test out Suki instead of Sean to see how the fans react. She did such an amazing job at the tell-all, the one-on-ones with Cody and Robin and the crew. Now she's going to step in the chair and do 90 Day Hunt for Love. Very interesting. So I have no other insight than that. I know the franchise loves Sean Robinson. She does all the 90 Day tell-alls. But it looks like our girl Suki has now landed another position. I love Suki. I thought Suki did a great job. I thought she also took fans' advice, came hard for these guys. I mean, what else? You're not going to get more from Cody and Robin. Those two are they know what they're getting into. They're very strategic. Okay, let's go to the TikTok lines. Cody says Suki did not do a good job. She always backs down. Janelle is a farmer now. She needs to be the first farmer that wants a hubby. Colt is as culty as ever on this 90 Day show. He's on 90 Day Hunt for Love. Colt Johnson. Colty is epic. I did enjoy the rumor. I mean, it wasn't true. And but my favorite rumor about Colt was that he was close to losing his leg because he was on Ozempic. I don't care. And you can come for me. Like, why are you spreading rumors that aren't true? Well, first of all, fuckers, I never said it was 100% true. I said it was an internet rumor. And second, it is a side effect of Ozempic. If you take Ozempic and you don't work out and you don't eat healthy, you could suffer bone density loss and then be more susceptible to breaks. That was my favorite ass rumor. Okay. He's got both legs. He's on a dating show. So there you have it. All right, what else? He's right. Cody shuts her down and she backs down every time. Well, I just don't understand what more you're going to do. Like, I'm sorry, Cody's 15 seasons in. If you guys don't think that Cody has a hand in some of the production, don't come for her. Come for some of the production. I guarantee this is at this point, this is like Kyle Richards not talking about her relationship with Morgan Wade, which we all know she's in. They just are not, they're stars of these franchises. They're not going to get pushed. There's no show without Cody. I'm sorry. I know people hate me when I say that and call me a Cody and Robin sympathizer. There's not a show without him. There isn't RHOBH without Kyle Richards. Okay. Lastly, you need to go to the internet immediately and run to TikTok to see two pictures and videos of Cody, which are circulating. Cody was in the wild at Dallas Fort Worth, Texas airport at a Maggiano's. Somebody snapped a photo and it looks like he starts sucking in his gut to take a great pic. This man is so narcissistic and into the way he looks. I love it. So if you want to get a little laugh of seeing him suck his gut in, go and look at that picture that someone snapped at Maggiano's. And by the way, it was just June 18th. So what are we on, the 23rd today? So just a few days ago, he was traveling. I don't know if Robin was with him through Dallas Fort Worth Airport. The other video is Cody working out at a gym. I thought it was fake. Cody is doing the wildest, I would say, ankle workout routine you've ever seen in your life. You guys, these people are endless entertainment. You know how like you can take the free like arm pull and you can adjust it to like be on your legs, like your ankles. He's doing that, but he's like basically giving his ankles a workout. Then he goes down to like do the pulls and he just does it so fast. There's no way he could possibly be gaining any muscle. It's like, dude, slow it down, add some weight. The video. The video is great. Okay, let's go to the TikTok lines before we move on to Welcome to Plathville. I'm done with Sabin and Kotex. People say Sarah saying the things today. Well, I'm with you. I understand the hate towards Cody and Robin. I get it. Robin was extremely frustrating at this past tell-all, but that is out of Suki's hands. I'm telling you, they probably have far more pull on the network than we think. I think she does push, and Cody gets up and leaves, and they edit it out. Cassidy, you could 100% be right. 1,000%. I thought he was kicked out of production. I doubt it. Doesn't seem like there is a show at all anymore. Well, so for some reason, I find it boring, but still interesting at the same time. I do. I'm done with Robin, cry baby. I will say now, Robin on the final episode finally opened her mouth and said what we were all thinking or what we wanted her to say, like admitted about the luggage rack, talked about, if she and Cody smashed before they got married. Like she finally answered questions on the final part, but I was with you. I was like, Robin needs to be fired. Like that whole, I don't know, I don't want to answer. I don't want to watch clips. Girl, you live in a $2 million mansion in Flagstaff with a Benz in the driveway. Pony up. Like we need some answers, okay? Because this is a very, like these reality stars I'm so done with. Like, I need personal space. I need this, I need that. It's called don't re-sign the contract. This is so easy. This isn't us invading your private. This isn't a private person who lives in a home in Kansas City and wants nothing to do with the press. And we're not leaving these people alone. These people sign up and make thousands and thousands of dollars. Sorry. Sarah's doing the Lord's work. This is like, sometimes I think to myself, should this content be deeper? I don't know. But I love providing escapism for you. There's so much going on in the world right now. I don't want to think about, should I be going to large gatherings in cities? Is it safe? No, I need to be listening to and watching escapism. I need an hour to tune out from the world. And hopefully my show provides it with some mindless speculation about reality TV and coming for reality TV people. It's super weird the way Robin won't look at the scene. Super weird. Couldn't agree with you more. Like, You're a woman. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. You got the man. You got the kids. You got a healthy family. Like, roll tape. Like, this girl at this point, this queen should be there. Like, roll it, Suki. I'll say what I say about my luggage rag. Yes, Jennifer B says, I hate when these celebrity reality stars that say they need this, that, and I'm like, you signed up for it. Couldn't agree with you more. Like, couldn't, it's very easy. This isn't like they've been diagnosed with cancer. They've got to make a choice on treatment. If you don't want us talking about your life and like Colt Johnson speculating if you lost your leg to Ozempic, it's very easy. Don't resign. It's like, this isn't an existential crisis. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Let's move on to Welcome to Plathville. First of all, can we talk about this new promo poster for Welcome to Plathville? If you are live on my TikTok, you're seeing it right now. If you are not live and you're listening or you're watching on YouTube, go immediately to my social medias at the Sarah Fraser Show. They look so good. I mean, have you ever seen a reality show family have a comeuppance like this? Barry looks hot. Crazy ass Barry. Crazy ass Barry, the religious nutjob that wouldn't give his kids a cell phone, hated divorce. It was a sin. Now he divorced. I think he's using HGH. I'm going to say it, allegedly. He ain't divorcing Kim. He won't sign the papers. Like, what? He looks so hot. And by the way, Kim Plath, as crazy as she is, reportedly, beautiful, stunning, looks great. The younger girls look good. Micah Plath. Now, we have to speculate. This promo poster was either taken before Micah Plath's broken nose by his brother Isaac. Isaac, by the way, hot. I feel for Micah Plath, though. I feel like this family picks on him. I do. I'm very worried. I wanted Micah Plath to run away with Andy Cohen. And I feel like Andy Cohen tried to get with him. And I liked that combo. Like older Andy, younger Micah. Now, is Micah Plath gay? I don't know. I don't want to speculate on people's, I don't really care about people's sexuality. I just don't. Does anyone care anymore? I mean, I do kind of care if you're a slut. Like, I mean, this is what I say to Sarper. I'm like, is 2,000 people to sleep with really necessary? I mean, how is your D not falling off? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever look down there and it's just covered with warts? I would think yes. So I don't care about people's sexuality. I don't, especially as an adult. And as long as you're messing with people that are adults as well. Okay. Don't you get online, start talking to kids. You got deep problems. And I don't care. You can't be, what do they call it? Resuscitated, rehabbed, you nutty. Anyway. Oh my God. Thank you for the gift. Okay. So I don't care what people do, but I'm just saying, Andy Cohen had something for Micah Plath. Did Micah have it for him? I don't know, but I was hoping for that. And I feel like this family picks on Micah Plath to break his nose that Isaac Plath did so violently after Lydia Plath's wedding. Major red flag to me. Okay, major red flag. I think they pick on him. Veronica Peters has been all over social media. She said a lot about, she's the ex-girlfriend. She said a lot about his sexuality. She said a lot about him, this whole entire family, and you're going to see it all. TLC last week, Thursday, Friday, drops the description and brand new trailer for season 7, which comes out July 22nd. Do you all know where I'll be July 22nd? Glued to the television. Cannot freaking wait. Okay? So here's what they write. Now, they conveniently leave out that they do hint that there's going to be a lot of drama. Now, Veronica Peters, I'm going to give you some spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers on season 7 right now, just turn it off. But Veronica Peters already informed us that the broken nose that nearly, Micah had his nose nearly ripped off, was after cameras had gone down, after Lydia's wedding to Zach Weiss. So nobody was around. And Veronica left because she says that she didn't want to do what she refers to as hillbilly things, that this family is redneck, they're homophobic. Not my words, but that's what she alleges. Homophobic, racist, sexist, white trash. Excuse me? I'm a Maine girl. Now you're hitting below the belt, Veronica Peters. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with white trash. We all a little trashy. So anyhow, I don't know that we're going to see that fight, but here's what they say. Here's what the description is. Welcome to Plathville. Oh my God, keep the gifts coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Love you all. It returns July 22nd at 10 p.m. Eastern with a whirlwind of a season, uncovering even more of the complex dynamics of the Plath family. It's a season filled with raw emotions, shocking surprises. So will we see the aftermath? And fresh starts at each member of the family finding their way. Love is in the air for several of the Plaths who each feel that they have found the one. After just 4 months of dating, Lydia and Zach are speeding towards I do. Now, this is the spoiler for you. The season finale of season 7, which drops July 22nd, is going to be of their wedding. So if we're going along with that, and we know the fight happened post wedding, are they just putting that in at the end? Is that a teaser for season 8? I don't know. Okay, but just giving you some layout here. So the last final season episodes are going to be of Lydia and Zach's wedding. Now, not everybody in the family is on board, especially Lydia's protective brothers, Ethan, Micah, and Isaac. Micah and Veronica have now hit a rough patch and can't seem to get on the same page. They broke up, by the way. Oh, excuse me. Just this past March, after the wedding and after the major fight. What was the major fight about? Veronica has said it on Reddit. I think the major fight was about, I think it was partly her. They don't like she was calling out Kim in it. I think Veronica bought a home in Florida. Kim was pushing, she wanted Micah's name on the deed. And there was also problems, I think, maybe with Isaac's girlfriend and Veronica. I will have to go back and look. Okay, but the bottom line is they've broken up. Micah is trying to mend a growing division between himself and his family and not repeat Ethan's mistakes. Meanwhile, Barry and Kim are still navigating rocky waters on their ongoing divorce, with Kim ready for her next chapter, but Barry is still holding the cards. Mariah Plath, which I actually think is good for her mental health, is taking a step back this season, the promo says, from the family drama that she has often been the center of, and finds herself making a life-changing move. Ooh. A million thoughts on this. First of all, we'll wrap this up in a bow, and then I'll tell you if Olivia Plath is going to be on season 7 and to what capacity, okay? And Miss T, obsessed with you. She goes, is Kim Plath still with Ken? No. So here's a spoiler alert for you as well. Kim ain't with Ken. Now, I do think we're going to see a little of Ken. Don't quote me on that part. I do think we are going to see a little of Ken at the beginning, and we may follow their breakup. She's all over her Facebook page posting that she's single, ready to mingle. Okay, so she is done with Ken. She's still not divorced from Barry. As we heard here, Barry holds all the cards. There's something financially. Their home in Cairo, Georgia is up for sale. We're also going to see some of that. Other spoiler alerts. Ethan is engaged to his gal. Okay. But here's where Olivia Plath comes into play. Olivia also very busy on her social media over the weekend with a couple of things. Okay. She says that she is on season 7. This will be her final season, and she is on it very little. She and Veronica in the trailer end up coming together and, FaceTiming basically to talk about these guys and this whole toxic family, these two women say. Okay. People are asking if Olivia is going to press charges against Ethan Plath for abuse, file a restraining order, and if any of that will be seen or discussed. She doesn't answer that on her social media, but she says that she is not filing an abuse claim because the court process is long. She says that progressive women aren't taken seriously against indignant right-wingers when it comes to firearms, because she says that Ethan Plath threatened her and to shoot all her friends multiple times throughout their relationship. But he was also strategic in never placing a hand on her, just verbally threatening her. She also says that all of this abuse happened 2 years ago. If they were still in the same circles, she would file a restraining order, but they're not. So she is not going to do anything further. So she doesn't address, and I don't know any updates, but she wrote an email to TLC, put it on her social media, basically saying, I want out. I want out of my contract. I don't know if she said she didn't want to be a part of season 7. So maybe there's been a negotiation and she's really not on it much. I do have to say, this show has so much drama. I never thought that I would ever say this. I never thought I would ever say this, but I actually think this show is going to do okay without her. I do. I do. There's so much drama now with these boys. Ethan Plath is now reportedly engaged. Isaac's a hot mess. Mariah's dipping in, dipping out. Lydia Plath to me is like the winner of all winners. Okay, this is like Sammy and Lola Sheen. All right, she's like Sammy Sheen. She has turned to the Lordeth, and everything is goodeth. Like she's an influencer now. She seems happy with her husband. She's removed from the drama. Still has somewhat of a relationship with her parents. Kim's a hot wreck. Like I love this show, and I actually think now there's a pathway to do it without Olivia. Like I'm all in. I feel bad for Ethan though. Micah, I want Micah to get a nose job now and be with Andy Cohen. The crossover. Okay. So what else with Olivia Plath? Olivia Plath is keeping her last name 100%. She says she earned it. It's hers. Y'all want women to take men's last names. So when they do, she gonna keep it and good and bad. I think it's great. And it's such a strategic branding move and you did earn it. And by the way, I believe, everybody hears it on my show and then I always get shit. I think every woman, every man too, because a lot of men are abused by other men and women. Everybody should be heard when it comes to abuse. You should put it out there. If it happened to you, 100%. Not everybody should be believed. Some of these people are out here lying on people like left and right for a check. I believe Olivia Plath 100% when she says that Ethan hucked a loogie in her face, took a door off. I believe her 110%. And I know people think she's this and that. I find her so sincere. And like how y'all couldn't believe this family is like a toxic mess. I mean, the games Kim played on these kids. She didn't even tell them about a period, a Diet Coke, a phone. And now she out here getting arrested for a DUI, living on a boat, drinking margaritas every day, divorcing Barry and hooking up with new men. And you all think that like they're not capable of being toxic? What? Okay, let me take a pause. Go to the TikTok lines here. Anybody have any questions, thoughts on Plathville? LOL, says my Paul. Mama Plath had FOMO. You're damn right, Mama Plath had FOMO. I guess so. I think Olivia is lying. Everybody's entitled to their opinion too. Like, I'm not going to get on here and go, I'm right. Maybe you are right. I just don't think she's lying. Not Andy Cohen, someone writes. They look like a vampire family, but hot vampires, right? I mean, these guys are smoking hot. There's not one of them that's hideous. The young girls now, bombs. Okay, now they're underage, so whatever. We can skip them. Mariah, I'm sorry, even in her goth phase, beautiful. Kim Plath, crazy gorgeous. I think this show now, after this epic fight at Lydia's wedding, I just feel like this show is catapulted. I mean, I'm not saying this is good for their mental health. Again, these people need to quit reality TV. They need to not re-sign contracts so people like myself cannot talk about them. I don't think they will. I think they'll resign for 3 years and it's just getting started. Girl, I'm 30 minutes from them. I'm going to go see if I can see them. You know what? Go find out in Cairo if their home sold, which I'm sure I could do a Zillow search. But see if their home sold. Micah was a bartender on Watch What Happens Live. Yes, he was twice. And I think Andy is all in. Oh my God, 100% believe her. She'd hang on to the show if she was doing it for the storyline. This is what Brittany says about Olivia Plath. Ethan refused to sign divorce papers, and now that he's engaged, he wants Olivia to perform miracles. You got it. Miss T, you're 100% right. That was the last thing I was going to say about Olivia Plath. They are still not divorced. FYI. Okay, Disneyland. I went to Disneyland. I'm going to talk Disneyland and then also talk about my podcast course, which you need to get on board and purchase. It's so good. Now is the time. Like this family's going to re-sign. You need to do a whole Welcome to Plathville podcast. You'd be making coin because they're not going anywhere. I went to Disneyland for the first time. Shout out to Disneyland. Don't they do it right? It is the most magical place on earth. And you know what I'm going to say? As somebody that does a podcast where I judge people. Now look, it's all in fun. Again, I judge people that put themselves on television. So yes, you're going to get critique. Okay. You can critique me. I put myself out there publicly. Fine. You can tell me I'm ugly and whatever. Okay. and I'm a shady beach, whatever you want to say. Okay. But what I love about Disney, when you go there, they accept everybody. I'm telling you, everyone. Like, what I love is everyone is so welcome there. The old, the fat, the not fat, the LGBTQI plus. We were there on Juneteenth. People were like singing, song. It was just like what I love is it truly is a place where everybody is welcome. Like you're welcomed, you're loved. You come there, and it's like the most magical place on earth. I love that because there's just so many judgmental places now. I mean, including this show. So it's not like you're all listening to this going, yeah, girl, you ground zero. I know. That's why I love Disney's brand. It's so accepting. We stayed at the Disneyland Hotel. I highly recommend it. You walk in. First of all, your family name is on the television screen. They've turned down the bedding for you. They've made, sometimes I think it depends on like what special request or whatever. They've made towels into animals or something on the bed. The headboard was Disneyland with the fireworks lights lit up. It was beautiful. They did such a great job. I couldn't ride any rides because most likely I'm pregnant. I did my egg donor transfer on Monday. Went very well. One more week, say a prayer. I'll take my pregnancy test. I've been injecting myself with progesterone with sesame oil in my hips. Ouch. I've got these estradiol patches on my stomach. So we did everything right. Okay. I haven't been drinking alcohol. They didn't want me doing any shaking. I didn't really do any exercise or anything for 2 days. I just kind of laid low. Then I walked in Disney, which they were like, that's cool. It was awesome. The people watching was great. My son loved it. I would say this. My son is 4. He's still kind of afraid of some of the Disney characters. And he could do some of the rides, but he wasn't tall enough for a lot of them. So I'm like, I would never spend this money again on a 4-year-old. We took my niece when she was 9 to Disney World, and I feel like that is the age to go. Like the kids have the stamina, because KJ being 4 doesn't really nap anymore, but he can't really go hard 2 days in a row. So I wouldn't ever spend money on a 4-year-old again. And then you guys, who are these crazy people at Disney World with a baby that's 2 weeks old? Who are you? No, I'm not even judging because Disneyland feels like the one place where you can't judge people. But who are these people? We go there. I swear to God, these women pop them out. They put him in the stroller, and they go right to Disneyland. And I'm like, what are you doing with a kid at Disneyland? It's a baby. It's like a nightmare. It's hot as hell. You're hauling this kid. You're pushing this kid around in a tram, looking for shade. You've got a fan that's running out of battery over the kid so it doesn't like sweat to death and get overheated. Who are these? I'm like, why the F? And I know babies are free to go in, but like, why are you spending money on? It's so wild to me, the amount of freaking of newborn. They still have the umbilical cord on. It was like, what? People are laughing at this rant. How are you feeling back from last week when you were going in the transfer? See, I'm only like a week pregnant. So I feel like with all my other pregnancies, I didn't really feel much. I feel a little more emotional. I feel like my boobs hurt a little. I feel preggers. I do. I just kind of do. But I haven't started my period. So I also think that's a good sign. But I'm on these drugs. So that's how I feel. Emotional, boobs hurt. I think that's a good sign. A little bloated, but again, it's hard to say, you're talking a cell. So I think it's hard. You know what I mean? I don't think you feel much, do you, when you do an egg transfer, like the first week or two? I guess everybody's different. Yes, better when they're older. Lots of people do bring them. They are crazy. The amount of crazy people with these newborn babies, I was shocked. Okay, foods that you need to eat at Disneyland and foods that you need to skip. First of all, I know it gets mixed reviews, but I think the pineapple Dole Whip is actually worth the line. And of course, on the app, you can order ahead. I think the pineapple Dole Whip, done either way, kind of drenched in the pineapple sauce or without it, amazing. Cozy Cone Soft Serve, go to Cars Land. The Cozy Cone Soft Serve, excellent. Loved the flavor, loved the consistency, 5 freaking stars. So delicious. The popcorn at Disney, such a sleeper item, right? You're like, popcorn, everywhere. Best popcorn. When you go to some of these movie theaters, they do not cover all the kernels, like in the proper amount of butter. It was the perfect amount of salt and butter at Disney. Unbelievable. My favorite. Oh my God. So good. Things you can skip for food. The croissant viral cookie pass, dry as fuck. Okay. It looked like a chicken cutlet. You can see it on my Instagram. People are like, are you noshing on a chicken cutlet? I'm like, no. This is supposed to be the viral croissant cookie. So dry. Dry. People were like, online, I read that what they do is they get the viral croissant cookie. Then they go to the Cozy Cone Cars Land. They get the vanilla soft serve and they dip it. It's like, yes, that would be worth it. That would definitely be worth it. Pickle, so overrated. Who wants it's a giant, salty, wet pickle you're holding around. I swear to God, people only buy it for the picture. Terrible. Pass. Not interested. Okay, wait. I feel like there was one other food that I ate that I felt was so overrated at Disney. The pickle was terrible. The croissant cookie was terrible. I will say this. Okay, the character breakfast. I feel like the character breakfast in Disneyland far better. At Disney World, far better. The princess breakfast and the character breakfast at Disney World far better. At Disneyland, I felt like the buffet was a little lackluster. I did. I mean, the kids loved it, but the price. $55 for an adult at the buffet? Like, I should be getting a lot for $55. And I don't care about Goofy. I'm talking like, where's my homemade whipped cream on my Mickey Mouse waffles? $55? You should blow me for that. Are you kidding? $55. $35 for the kids. They eat 3 waffles. Anyway. Okay, Jasmine Sullivan on TikTok. You two are twins. Oh my God, you have a twin on TikTok. Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. If my twin is out there, I gotta go look. So, okay, the other thing that I was like seething about on Disney. Okay, we got our tickets. First of all, I couldn't do any of the rides. No problem. My son, we got tickets. We paid to get the Lightning Pass. Can somebody tell me what the point of the Lightning Pass is? Half the time, Lightning Pass wasn't available on rides. And then they go, oh, but for $22 a person. So on top of the $280 or whatever you've spent per day, they're like, you can upgrade to Lightning Premium. Click this, and for $22, you can cut the line. It is the biggest rip. That's my only critique. Disneyland, amazing, magical. They do so much, but the Lightning Pass is such a bunch of bull. Like, I was so enraged at how many times you open up, and it's for all the great rides, right? Cars Land, the Marvel one. What else did they all? Star Wars. So if they wanted to go in and not wait 60 minutes, even with the Lightning Pass, or Lightning Pass wasn't available, you pay an additional $22. Disney, piss off. I would rather spend just tell me straight. If the ticket is $375, fine. I'd like to go once every 2 years. It's all the kids need to go. And when I get a Lightning Pass, I want it to actually fucking work. It's like TSA pre-check. So mad when the line is longer over there. Thank you. Why are you paying $100 a year for TSA fucking pre-check if you're not going through? They're totally taking advantage of this VIP thing, I think. And to VIP and then VIP plus it, no. Like, that pissed me off because when I went 10 years ago to Disney World, we bought the Magic Bands and you had like the Lightning Pass. Awesome. Great. This bullshit of them tricking you with the Lightning Pass, but then there's a Lightning Premier Plus, and then there's a Lightning All-Out Gold Premium. No, blow me. Okay, I'm off the. Okay, they totally rip you off to cut the line. 100%, JT, and like that irritates me because I feel like they really do customer service right. They really do, and like to kind of be tricked by that, I was not. No, just like tell me it's a $400 day. Or not. But like, I hate that. Okay, where did y'all get this kind of money? I can't even afford food. I haven't been to Disney in a decade, so I hear you. It is not easy, and it was a big treat. I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm sending you all kinds of magical, but like, I've been there. When I first launched my podcast, I didn't buy new clothes for 2 years. I didn't have the money. So I get what it's like. But we haven't been in a decade, so we splurged, and part of it was worth it, and part of it wasn't. Okay, I gotta love you and leave you. Bye, you guys! Full week of pod. And don't forget to go to Go Big Podcasting. Here's a deal. If you want to start a podcast for less than $9, I got you. Because Aura, I understand money is tight. GoBigPodcasting.com. The entire month of June, use the code DAD15 to get 15% off all my courses. Podcasting 101, Podcasting for Pros, 6-figure master plan. That's how you can make thousands of dollars a month. You really can. Just use the code DAD15, GoBigPodcasting.com. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.